Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I'm talking about the pillars of SEO. These are the pillars of SEO. The reason why I'm bringing this up: a lot of people are entering the SEO field right now. A lot of people are either web designers, and they're looking for ways to add supplemental income after they do projects, or they're young, aspiring marketers that want to learn how to make money doing SEO. Problem is a lot of people are selling either mentorships or coaching, or here's how to do SEO, and take my class, take my course, pay me $1,000 a month, and I'll teach you how to do this. Nothing wrong with all that. That's fine. Everybody's got to get in where they fit in. But a lot of this could be broke down to 4 or 5 basic pillars of SEO. And if you do these things, you're going to be ahead of 90% of the people out there that you're competing with. So pillar number 1, make sure that your customers, the guests on your site, that they can complete the tasks that they're trying to do. So if the search term that you're trying to rank for, if everything up there is e-commerce, make sure that people can order a product. If everything is informational for the search term that you're trying to rank, make sure that you have an informational page. Add the functionality to the site that is necessary. If people need to book an appointment, if they need to book a hotel, book a flight, order a class, whatever it is, make sure that the functionality exists on the site. Make it as painless as possible. Fit the searcher intent. Second thing, get the content on the page right. If you have an informational page, I know a lot of people will say, my content is the highest quality content. Why is this other page outranking us? Well, maybe your content is not as high quality as you think. Look at what's actually ranking. See what questions they are answering, or what content is on that page. Oftentimes, we get so deep in working on our own website and our own businesses, or working for our marketing department or whatever it is, but we get blinded to the reality of what the other competition is doing. And it could be that you're just getting outranked because the other competition is better content. One thing that I will say is depth of content matters. Sometimes you can have a short piece of content, as long as it answers a question, it gets people to the destination that they're trying to get to. If they're completing the task that they wanted to get to, meaning get some information, then that's great. But oftentimes, look at Wikipedia. Oftentimes Wikipedia ranks not just because it's Wikipedia and they have a track record of satisfying people and getting them the results that they want, and Google senses that people are satisfied with it. But oftentimes those articles have a lot of depth to them, and that is why they rank. So analyze your competition and make sure that you're presenting as much depth as they are. Another pillar of SEO is good design. It is, I know we talked about this really recently, it's super hard to do SEO on a poorly designed site. Now, there's nothing wrong with launching a site that's a DIY, or you did it yourself, or you built it on Wix, God forbid. But oftentimes, these sites are not as good as they could be. If the competitors in your space have better looking sites, and the content and everything else and link profiles are basically the same, then they're presenting themselves as a better alternative, and people are going to feel more confident being on that site. Design is a indicator of how much effort and work you're putting into it. I will remind everybody too, in the quality rater guidelines, the Google search quality rater guidelines that everybody likes to reference when they're talking about things like EAT, one of the things in expertise is how well is the site designed. Was this site designed with a high level of skill and expertise? That is one of the things in there. So Google may use different things. Maybe it's like how long people are on the page. Maybe it's like little motions they make with their mouse. Maybe it's how far they scroll on the page. But I can tell you this: they can tell if a site is well designed or not, not through artistic, like through a visual eye, but they have ways of telling, because the sites that are well designed usually rise to the top. So do invest in design. It makes a difference. Another thing that is a pillar of SEO is your link profile. How many sites are linking to you? How many links do you have coming in? And what kind of sites are linking to you? Now, if all other things are equal, if your site has 10 sites linking into it and your competitors have like 100 or 200 or 300 sites linking in, then they are going to rank higher than you are. And that's just a fact. So link building, this is one of those things that people know that they need to do. They don't know how to go do it. A lot of it is predicated on having good content that people want to link to. If you have a basic 5-page site with your services, your contact page, your homepage, and about us, you're not going to get a lot of links from that. But if you have, other content, like a content strategy, where you have resources and insights and blog articles and things that are interesting to people that they might want to link to, then that's how you're going to get links most of the time. So do invest in that. Having a link building strategy is an important thing. Now, if you have the resources, you could definitely have people do link outreach, but you got to have the content in order to do the link outreach. So that is an important thing as well. Another thing too is, the perception of your brand. So this could be reviews, this could be reputation, it could be the sentiment around your brand. Now, if you have a bunch of bad reviews, 1-star reviews, and people are saying that you have bad customer service and they're unhappy with your product, they're unhappy with your service, they're unhappy with the way that they were treated when they go to your shop, or your online service was bad, then that will play a factor. Definitely having third-party reviews besides Google and Yelp. Maybe something like Trustpilot is a way to go for you. Maybe having a review aggregator like GatherUp might be a solution for you, but definitely be working on your third-party reviews. If you're in local SEO, like Yelp is something that you're going to need. Google reviews, of course, but there's lots of different platforms where you probably need to be. And depending on what your industry is, you're going to need to be on those platforms. If all the other people in your industry are there, then you should be there too. Now, if you follow those 5 things, you're going to be ahead of 90% of the people in your industry. Now, you don't necessarily need an SEO coach or SEO course or an SEO mentor to tell you those things. I'm telling you those things right now. Most people do not do those things, but instead, the other reason I wanted to point this out too, a lot of people chase things like site speed, and they're shaving like 0.1 second off the site, but they're not working on things like content. They're not working on things like links. They're not working on the design of the site, and those things are appreciably more difficult than moving to a good host and having a fast site. A lot of people get hung up on the little things because I think they perceive them as easier, and they're things that they could do within a day or 2 or 3, like the site speed, like adding schema data. But those are things that make a difference in a competitive search engine's results. Once you have those other things that I talked about, like matching the intent, the functionality on the site, having the right content, having the right links, and having a good design, and having a good reputation and reviews around your site. Then if you have all those other things in place, having the site speed and these other things that people chase first, then that's going to make a difference. I hope all this makes sense. My name is John Locke. I'm here every day publishing videos. Would love to see you subscribe. And like I said, check out my site, Lockedown SEO. That's all I have for now. Until next time, peace.